Well, good morning. I hope everyone's doing well today, and I hope you can hear me well. Everything looks good technically here, so if you can't hear me, just send me a chat, okay? So let us begin, as we always do, by placing our awareness in the area of the heart. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. Let's place our awareness in the area of, and as we do this, we take a slow, deep, gentle breath. Very slowly, very gently. Let's kickstart our day. And imagine these breaths are flowing in and out of your heart. As you maintain that awareness in the area of the heart, you begin to become more present, more aware. And you send a signal to your body that you want the heart to lead in this practice, because the heart is more powerful than the brain, and they work together. But the heart can actually create a magnetic field with wonderful properties that can permeate trillion cells in your body. That's what we want. Taking slow, deep, gentle breaths, and just experiencing these breaths flowing in and out of your heart, breathing a little gentler, a little slower than you normally would. You can deepen your practice by imagining the breaths flowing into your heart and down to your root chakra or your perineum area. And as you exhale, imagine the breath flowing out of the perineum area and out through your heart, like you're shining your heart. So take those deeper breaths if it's appropriate, if you feel that works for you, please do that. Allow your breaths to flow very gently, very softly. Do not stop at the top or the bottom. Just make sure your breaths are symmetrical. If you take 5 seconds to breathe in, then take 5 seconds to breathe out. Whatever is comfortable for you, but make those breaths symmetrical. Slow, deep, gentle breaths, maintaining awareness in the area of the heart. And now open your eyes if they were closed. Thank you so much again for joining me this morning or afternoon, wherever you are. And I'd like to talk about today's topic. Today's topic is the procrastination drain, the importance of getting unstuck. This was something that dawned on me actually not too long ago, perhaps even a few days ago, where I was procrastinating in doing household chores. And so I asked myself, I don't have lack of energy. I mean, I have good energy. So why was I just not feeling up to doing, I wanted to insulate my window using some poly, because it gets very cold and my window lets a lot of heat out. So I was going to do that, and I froze. I froze a lot during the deep freeze here in Calgary. But yet I wasn't motivated enough to put up the insulation, which is a half an hour job really. So I was asking myself, okay, what's going on here? And so it dawned on me that there's a particular emotion that I experience. And I'm sure that if you've ever procrastinated, and I know all of you have procrastinated because we all do that, that is part of our nature. If we've procrastinated, the emotions that we experience is one of dread. At least I did. I don't want to do that. That's just a lot of work that I am not passionate about. And when I thought about it, when I spoke out loud and I said, I'm not passionate about doing handiwork, all of a sudden I realized, wow, so I don't have passion for that. And so I'm doing things that I have passion for and avoiding that particular job. Much like what we do on our daily lives. We say, okay, what are we interested in? We'll do that. But the stuff that we must do to keep our house warm, or something, or maybe take our car to get an oil change, maybe we're not passionate about that. So the key is, if we're not feeling passionate, then we are on the wrong side of that particular equation where we are draining our energy. So the question is, how do we become passionate about something we're procrastinating on? That's really the key. And if you ever procrastinate, and if you ever find yourself procrastinating tomorrow or anytime this week, ask yourself this question: what about that will get me passionate? So for example, in my case, I imagine myself staying warm. I imagine myself sitting in my living room with my daughter, or inviting a friend over, and the friend doesn't have to throw 3 blankets on to sit in my living room, and to allow a warm atmosphere in my house, to make it from a house to a home for people to feel comfortable. That was building community. And I found a lot of passion in building community. That's what we're doing here. We're building community. And as soon as I kind of talk myself through the process and saying, what is my passion in doing this window insulation in this example? It's, I want to build community. And all of a sudden, boom. This morning, I woke up at 5 a.m., went to my yoga class, came back, and I put that window insulation up. I'm not fully done. I put it up on one window, but I'm now feeling more passionate about it because I now can build a community. So ask yourself and walk yourself through the process. Whenever you're procrastinating, one of the temptations we have is to beat ourselves up. We have all these things left to do. I just don't feel like doing it. And we leave it at that, and we dismiss it as something that I don't like doing, and I'm going to hire somebody to do. And as we turn that around and say, okay, when that is done, what does it look like? What does it feel like? What am I going to experience when that is done? I walked myself through that process in terms of my bookkeeping for my business here. Bookkeeping is not my favorite thing. I can do it. I'm good at it, but I don't like doing it, and I always put it off. And to a point where I had to pay close to $1,000 in penalties because I didn't file my taxes, last year in time. Now that's, to me, saving money is not a passion for anybody. It shouldn't be. Money should not be a passion for anybody. And you can explore that a bit more in your own kind of introspection. But what is passion about me is that I now know where I'm at, and I can set up goals for my business and know where to invest money in. And my business is all about building community. And we go back to that point of community. And as soon as I connect the community to bookkeeping, all of a sudden now I'm doing this every month. So procrastination it drains your energy. And to turn that around is to actually go through the process of questioning, okay, what is the passion in here? What am I going to do? And all of a sudden you'll find that all roads will lead to one special passion you have. And then you can tie that passion to everything that you need to do. You know, for example, in the case of car, an oil change, if you just put it off, all of a sudden you realize if my passion is community, well, how am I going to go out and meet people if I don't have my car working well? So my car now becomes an important element in me building community. All of a sudden, boom, now I'm excited about getting my car's oil change. So perhaps you can find something there, a lot more to talk about, and I'll share with you later on that. Okay, so we can do a little bit more of that. Let's begin now by actually taking the first step, placing our awareness in the area of the heart. And what we're going to do is we're going to gently raise our passion in whatever we have and experience talent. So let us place our awareness in the area of the heart, and let us take slow, deep breaths and visualize or experience these breaths flowing in and out of our hearts. We've done this before for 5 minutes. Now let us do this for 5 more minutes. And this time, allow yourself to experience passion. What is it that gives you a lot of joy? For me, it's building community. That's huge for me. I can feel the juice flowing in my body anytime you say, let's build a community. So what is it for you? Perhaps it's gardening, sitting in nature. Perhaps it's playing with your pets, or perhaps it's humane society. Whatever it is, dig deep into your heart. And in this particular practice, begin to experience that passion and raise the emotional level to an intensity that will reverse your aging, that will arrest chronic conditions in your body and reverse that. What is your passion? Taking slow, deep, gentle breaths, experiencing these breaths flowing in and out of your heart, breathing a little slower, a little gentler than you normally would, and experience passion. Take those breaths deeply. Draw them into your heart and down to your root chakra and out from your root chakra and out of your heart. And if you can take even slower breaths, imagine the breaths flowing from your root chakra into the center of the earth and drawing your breaths from the center of the earth through your root chakra and out your heart. The deeper you breathe, the more oxygen your lungs will collect, and the more oxygen will be available for your cells in the body. That is what we want. So fill your lungs gently, deeply, and do not stop at the top or the bottom. Just continue the rhythmic flow, breathing in and out symmetrically. Now, gently bring your awareness back to this moment. You may open your eyes if they were closed, of course. And you continue breathing deeply if you want, of course. We're going to breathe anyway, so continue feeling light, feeling joyful, and breathing deeply. And I'm really interested in if you can type in your chat, what was your passion? If you want to share, of course, what passion came up for you that you have a lot of passion for? What things, like for me, it was building community. Being in nature is also for me. I've recently grown a passion in growing my own herbs. So I've got this little hydroponic thing that sits there. It's virtually maintenance free, and that's the way I like it. I don't have a green thumb, but I'm really enjoying it. I put some dill, my fresh dill, in my water now, and some, lots of herbs. So to me, that's become a new passion of mine. So I'd love to hear from you. What is your passion? And I'll read the chat areas. Love to all. Hello, Claire and Carol. Thank you for joining me. Dill, thank you for joining me from London. Good afternoon to you. Thank you, Claire and Carol. iPad, I don't know who that is, but I love creating things and doing so with the community. The group is exciting. Yes, we have a shared passion. Dr. Wolf, what just came up during meditation was being spontaneous that I didn't expect. Really? Wow, that's awesome. Love it. Artist. Oh, Dawn. Hey, Dawn. Yeah, she's an artist. I've seen her art. She's wonderful. Wonderful. Group projects is fun. Love it. Zachary, I love to share spiritual truth, oneness with others. I can see that, my friend. I can see that. Beautiful. Dill is saying oneness, when I can see oneness with others. Beautiful. So it's a connection. It's a spiritual connection. It's very similar. We're here as a community, and this is wonderful community we're building. I'm really excited about that. And so I wanted to share with you, if there's anything that I can do to support you, please do hit me up. Please do send in some more comments if you want. But I just wanted to share with you, if you have any questions, just keep asking me. Happy to share with you. Happy to chat with you on the questions, okay? I do have an Ignite program coming up. It's actually about procrastination and actually creating a roadmap out of procrastination. And in that Ignite webinar, which will be January 29th, and it will be, let's see if I can find the announcement, okay? There we go. All right. Slide up. Okay, there it is. So you can see the overcome procrastination. So this is where we want to achieve our goals. Now, many of us do not know what our goals are, and we get stuck in overwhelm. We've got too many things we want to accomplish, especially New Year starting. You know, we're all in this. What is my New Year's resolution? What are my new goals? Where am I going? And I recently went through that exercise for myself. I had to do that because there were lots of things that were going on, and I needed to kind of focus. And many of you who know me here, that's been my thing since the end of last year, is that I need to find more focus. And as I put my mind to it, synchronicities came together, and all of a sudden I am laser focused on things. And you might see some changes coming in this program for the good, of course, to build the community, but changes are coming for me. So what is it for you? And what is it that we can help you focus? So we'll, in this particular program, we'll be building goals, establishing what those goals are, and then putting the path forward to create a roadmap. We can't do much in 1 hour, but we'll certainly get you going. Okay, so if you're an Ignite member, of course, you have free access to this. If you're not, you may want to join the Ignite membership, and you can cancel anytime. Okay, there's more chats coming in. Let's see here. Shelley says that she's passionate about being in alignment with your higher self. Shelley, I'd like you to take it one more level lower. When I say lower, more about how does rubber hit the road in real life? Like what activities or behaviors or engagement will create that feeling of alignment with your higher self? Is it that you like to group meditate? Is it like you like to self-meditate? Is it like you want to, so take it one level down where the rubber hits the road. That's very important. So think about that. You don't have to have the answer now, but the process of thinking, it'll come to you once you start asking the question, okay? Zachary said, as I breathed out today, I saw red rose petals flowing out. Beautiful. That's a great image. Thank you for saying love your topic. That's a great image. Thank you, Siddhanta. You're welcome. All right, no more questions coming. I really want to thank you for your engagement and participation. There's a couple more messages. I'll just see this here. You're welcome, Shelley. My pleasure. Dil saying, when I can use my wisdom and understanding of the laws, then belonging to a few spiritual groups, letting go. Yes, that's community again. Thank you so much. Wonderful. I look forward to seeing you next week. I've already got a topic picked out, and it's a fun topic. So we'll see you again next week. Take care for now, and I'm always an email away if you have any questions. Thanks so much. Take care for now. Bye-bye.